Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your boy, P Funk. Thinking right in my living room in the wee hours of the morning. I do what I do for you. You know how we do it. Let's go. Right in 25 rules to live by. Storytelling. Story with a message in the story. These are life lessons. I got you covered. I see you tuning in. I got plenty for you. Let's go. Today, right thinking mission is to enlighten, inspire, educate, motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Get to know who you are. Right thinking way of life through mental and spiritual discipline daily will help and guide you to obtain your goal of spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. That's my mission. That's my goal. That's my plan. I'm sticking to it. Let's do it. The question now: do you know you? Know thyself was left to us by the ancients. I read it every time I start my show because I ask that question to anybody who want to check me out. You need to know the answer to this question, if nothing else. Know thyself. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple, teachable. Tune in. That's why I do what I do for you. I got you. A person who knows not and believe that they know, dangerous. I avoid them. Trust me, you should too. A person who knows not that they know, spiritually sleep. I can wake them up. I am the spiritual alarm clock. I know things that will wake you up. Knowledge of self. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers, know thyself. To my I be true. I got to give my girl her dap. You understand that if you understood how this thing is done. She runs everything. All right, live my yacht. That takes care of everything. All right, today, right thinkers, let's talk about. My old man used to be a bookie, so I'm son of a bookie. Okay. Back then, they called illegal lottery. Okay. So, yeah, let's talk about I'm a numbers man. I don't play them no more. I just understand them. I study them. Numerology, stuff like that. So, yeah, let's talk about that. I got a little understanding of that. Break it down my way. You know how we do it. Let's go. Let's talk about I'm a numbers man. Why am I a numbers man? Why? Numbers are the most honest and symbolic way to communicate. It has its own language. You can measure things, you can equate things, you can. Numbers are honest, they don't lie. That's why I love them. We all know numbers don't just mean counting, measuring, and other things. They have their own language, if you understand it. We about to break into it now. Now, from the first infinity sign, that eight, a sideways eight, like this, okay, sideways, that's sign of infinity. It's going to just go like that, just energy, just going circulating. Okay, that's the infinity side. It means constant, constantness, never ending. Same thing with the Ouroboros. Right now, that was the ancient sign. Now the sign is this way because you got a serpent swallowing his own tail, going nowhere fast. Hamster on the hamster wheel, dog chasing tail. Anything that's going, they call it buffering now. Okay, still nothing. Endless. It's just gonna if you just sit there, it's gonna keep doing that. So yeah, that's the concept. Then you got zero. That's the Ouroboros. Nothing. The number with no numerical value. It truly means nothing. The world didn't start with nothing. Why? You can't. Nothing from nothing leaves nothing. If you could take nothing and make something, that's manifestation, creation. That's what started the world. Mm-hmm. Numbers. The number one. We give that one to the Almighty. If you follow me, you know I tell you everything is on the one at 11:11 and at 1:11 I post. Why? That's my respect for the Almighty. That's why. George too, but Almighty first. I like you, George. You know my man, but God first. You second. It's all good. Next one is they got what you call mystical numbers. I just talked about it a little earlier. The number 2, after you get number 1, I tell you in my lessons, Ra signifies the single one entity that is doing what? Constantly shining. It don't stop. Energy don't die. It's been there since he put him there. Let there be light. It's been there ever since. But the flip side is he share. Yeah, Ra got a counterpart, but that's another lesson. Say that for another time. Right now, let's get to the numbers. Mystical number. We just talking about the 2. 2 means duality. After Ra, God started spitting out shu, air, upchuck, tough nut, moist air. Again, air, dry air that we breathe. Moist air, rainfall, the dew. So you see we're going with this, the opposites. You can't have one without the other. That's where it started, and it haven't stopped since. Understand that. Then we get to the number 3, Trinity. The pyramid is based on a 4-side laid out, but it's got a 3-side concept. Okay? When you're dealing with 3, the Trinity, the spiritual Trinity, the godly Trinity is you got Amen, the hidden one. That's the spirit that drives everything. Hidden. 1. That's the one we're talking about. That's what gives life. God, the spirit, the 1. Now he had the 2. That means he creating now in pairs. After Ra, Amen, Ra, the scene. He's hidden, spirit. Now he's going to project his person to the world, which is the sun. Ancient people pay homage, and we still should, but we just take the sun for granted. They knew the value of the sun. They respected it. They paid homage to it. They didn't know it. They just said it was God. They know it was a gift from God. Recognize it. Then you got nature. Put everything in place. Then you got Ptah, or just Ta. The P is silent, spelled T-P-T-A-H. But if you take the vowel out, you got P-T-H. Ta. If you turn it backwards, it means peace. Another lesson there, but the Trinity we're going to deal with. He's the final part of the Trinity. Why? He's the manifestation. He's the self-creator. He uttered himself into existence. The power that man has is to conceive and project and manifest. That's power. God started, he gave the same power to man by giving us what? Conscience, not spirit. All the animals got spirit. Nature got spirit. Man has conscience. That's what separates us from the animals. That's what connects us to God. The animals can't worship God. Man could, because he gave us that conscience. And we have free will. You can respect and praise him or not. Your choice. Number 4, 4 cardinal virtues. The 4 sides. North, east, south, west. They say the pyramids are situated pure north, whatever. Okay, center of the world, however. But they know that the 4 cardinal virtues, north, south, east, and west, everything is predicated on that. And it used to be 6 sides, up and down. Another lesson, but that's another. Now we're going to get to number 5. Human beings in time and space, you use your 5 senses. Smell, sight, hearing, touching, and tasting. I always say, what happened to thinking? I'm a thinking man. But that's the eyebrow. You see that they don't count that as a thought, but that's what it really is, the mind. You can't have nothing without the mind. Everything happens in the mind. It's another lesson. Now, the 5 senses, okay? Excuse me. To live in this physical world. Number 6. 6 is Pythagoras' number because it's like square root number. And when you do it, the square root of 6 is 36. But 3, 6, and 9 were significant numbers. That's another lesson. But here you go. The number 6 was the sign of completion, but it really was the number of man. The 5 elements, sun, fire, then you got earth, wind, fire, elements of the world. The 6th element is the spirit that was in man. Somehow we got this fixed up like the 3 6, that's the mark of the beast. more nonsense, but that's all in the belief system. They put that nonsense. But the concept, six, understand that. Spirit is man, Osiris with the sixth element. That's when God got into man. That's my side of it. Again, that's what I do it my way. Seven. Ha! It's more man's number. You like that seven. Crap shooters. Seven is a mystical number from ancient times because it's significant. Seven Hathors, seven Sabos, seven liberal arts. You got seven. Everything is seven because back then they only saw seven visible planets. They thought it was completion. 7 days of the week. Okay, seven colors of the rainbow. So seven was significant. It wasn't the end all be all because then you had that other number, 8. The Ogdo, 4 pairs of gods and goddesses or aspects of god and goddesses. In ancient times, they called the Ogdo 8. 2 pairs. Hu, Huat, Ku, Kuat, Kuket, Nu, Nuat, and 4 gods, male and female. Opposites. In that time, the males was frogs, the females was serpents, snakes. So you see all the ancient pictures, you see that? That was pre-dynastic. That was early. And they started modernizing it, okay? Then the gods turned into human beings, okay? Mythology changed, story changed, but the premise stayed the same. That's what you need to understand. In every area, everybody had a trinity. Another lesson there, but right now we're doing numbers. Let me get to number 9. That 9 is a bad man. It's 9 planets. They figured that part out. When life creates in the body, it takes 9 months in the incubator. So that's the start of new life. 9 months, not 7 being a completion. That's what they thought until it came up. Okay, but 9 being the highest number. From 0 to 9, 9 being the highest. Any number you multiply, divide, or by 9, the end number going to add up to 9. The sum of that number will always be 9. Play that game with yourself. It'll always work out. Don't worry about it. But trust me, it do. I'm a math major. Number 10 starts all over again. 1 and nothing is 10. Okay? A decade. That's time covered. Okay? Over everything. Alone, he's one and no other. So that I'm a jealous guy. You should put no God before me. I don't know where that concept comes from, but I never had that problem. Most high, all that nonsense. Then you gotta get to number 11. Well, 11, dual number. They call it the master number. 1, 1. You and God become synonymous together. 2 ones. Okay? Then you end up with 12. The zodiac, the apostles, 12 months of the year, completion. All those things come into play. Why? Because numbers set them up. You can use number any way you want. Now, next is the language of numbers. We all have what? A favorite number. We play our birthday, we play our kid's birthday, we play a holiday, a marriage. Numbers is a game that we play because the lottery, what did they say? $1 in a dream. You give me your dollar, I'll make your dreams come true. I did the same thing, but I just used drugs. So at least you got something out of it, you got a buzz. Because if you get $1 number come out, what you got? Dream deferred. Let's go. That's just a concept. But that's the sucker's game. Nonetheless, I ain't going there. Next one is numbers is always connected with dreams. The dream books, you dream about this, that means play this number. Don't fall for the okey doke. That's all I can tell you. I just a whole bunch of stuff. A lot of ways I can go with that, but to keep it, right, I ain't going with that. I'm gonna let it go. Just do what you do. All right, here you go. The numbers racket was the black man's hustle. The payoff back then was 600 to 1. Lottery locked us up for doing that. Now they took the game over, and the odds is a whole lot less than 601, and y'all playing. And again, I ain't going there. I got a problem with the number thing. All right, numbers are a major part of our culture. Mathematics, you need to know how to juggle those numbers. They can do a lot of things. I was a lover of math, geometry, trigonometry, physics, calculus. I did all that in high school. I didn't think none of it. I just enjoyed math, the number game, to figure it out. It worked for me. Euclid, I get it. I understood it. I got to do spirituality. So I'm just a quick learner, a quick study, I guess. Let me wrap this up. Again, I appreciate you. Numerology, the symbolisms of numbers. Your birthday will tell you what kind of person you are. I was always fascinated about that. That's why I got into the numbers game. I'm a Capricorn. They got me pegged out. I freak out. I used to freak out about that, but I understand now. The numbers don't lie. If you're born in August, if you're Leo, you're a Leo. If you're Aquarius, you're an Aquarius. And everybody's proud of who they are. I'm proud to be Capricorn. Why? I'm hardworking. I don't do it for the money. I'm loyal. These are qualities that was laid on me before I even come into the world. So I always took interest in that. That's why I studied it. Okay, so numerology is a valuable tool to learn also. All right, all that horoscope nonsense, I don't believe in that. But zodiac, yeah. Every number has a symbolic meaning. Also, I have a favorite number, 6. 3 of them. All right, I was a bookie of numbers. When I was in college, we had this little thing they called the sheets. The football picks and the gambling league. Everybody, it was ran rampant. So everybody was playing for quarters, nickels, and dimes. It was like a little quick hustle. I got that hustle started when I worked at UPS a little while ago. I took a nothing, a concept. I did up the sheets, put them out there. They gave me their money in advance. They laid their bets. When nobody went, I keep the money. I started with nothing. I ran into a $6,000 a week operation. Just having fun. Driving my truck around, dropping off sheets and picking them up, and everybody gambling. To them, it was innocent. Everywhere I went, I'm dropping sheets. I'm the UPS man, I'm dropping sheets. So let's get back. Sorry about that. No personal. Let me get back to the lesson. Sorry, way off course. All right, let me wrap this up for you. Anyway. Okay. I was a bookie. I booked numbers, and guess what? I never took a loss. So I know the house always wins. I don't gamble. So understand that. I ran a football numbers racket for a few years, and it paid off like spades. I love that hustle. Every now if I gotta reach back and hustle, I pull out the sheets. I can always make some money. I'm a hustler. All right. I'm a scholar with a dollar. You can plainly see. The numbers don't change. When the right numbers come out, you get paid. That's the lottery. That's the game they play. Enjoy it. I don't do it. I'm a man that don't gamble. I play sure thing. God.